Hey creators, welcome back to the channel, your hub for everything cameras, lenses, drones, and the latest creative gear that shapes how we shoot and tell stories. If you're new here, I'm glad you found us. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on our gear breakdowns and depth reviews and the juiciest leaks and rumors in the photography and filmmaking world. Now today we've got a big one. The Sony Alpha lineup has always been about balance, and this year Sony looks set to hit that sweet spot again with the Sony A7V. This camera could be the perfect middle ground between the affordable A7 IV and the flagship A1, giving creators high-end performance without the flagship price tag. In this video, we're unpacking everything we know, from the rumored 44MP sensor to uncropped 4K 120 frames per second video, AI-powered autofocus, and even the design upgrades that might make this the best hybrid camera of 2025. Sensor and image quality. The heart of the A7V is expected to be a 44-megapixel full-frame sensor. That's a big step up from the A7V's 33MP, and it places the A7V right between the high-resolution A7RV and the speed-focused A1. With 44MP, you get higher resolution for landscape, product, and commercial shooters. Flexibility to crop in without losing sharpness. The ability to print huge detailed images for professional clients. But here's the catch: it's rumored to be a non-stacked sensor. That means the readout won't be as lightning fast as the stacked A1 sensor, so rolling shutter could still show up in fast-moving situations. Even so, reports suggest it will hit 20 frames per second continuous shooting, which is impressive and more than enough for most photographers. Video capabilities. A hybrid powerhouse. This is where things get exciting. The A7V could bring serious filmmaking power at a mid-range price point. Rumors point to 4K 120 frames per second video with no crop, a huge deal for slow-motion shooters. 10 bit 4:2:2 internal recording for professional color grading. Sony's S-Cinetone Profile 4. Cinematic straight-out-of-camera footage. Multiple log profiles for maximum flexibility in post. Support for pro-level codecs to match high-end workflows. For creators, that means buttery slow motion, no compromises on field of view, and incredible image quality straight from the camera. Of course, overheating is a big question. The A7 IV struggled here. But if Sony brings over the cooling tech from the A7S III or A1, the A7V could finally be the reliable long-form video camera creators have been waiting for. AI autofocus next-gen tracking. Sony already leads the industry in autofocus, and the A7V is rumored to take it even further with a dedicated AI processor. This means tracking not just humans, animals, and birds, but also cars, planes, and even insects. Smarter algorithms that predict movement for more reliable focus. Better subject recognition in low light conditions. Even stickier eye tracking AF. Once it locks on, it stays locked. This could make the A7V the most intelligent autofocus system in its class, a dream for filmmakers, sports shooters, and wildlife photographers. Body and usability leaks suggest the A7V will borrow several refinements from the Sony A1, including a deeper grip for all-day handheld shooting, a more intuitive button layout for faster operation, improved weather sealing, making it a stronger choice for travel and outdoor work, a higher resolution EVF, giving a sharper, more lifelike preview. These updates may not sound flashy, but they make a big difference in day-to-day shooting comfort, especially for professionals who live behind their cameras. Low light and dynamic range. Even with a higher megapixel count, Sony has always managed excellent low light performance. Expect 12-15 stops of dynamic range for stunning highlight and shadow detail. Cleaner high ISO performance compared to previous generations. Possibly dual native ISO, which would help balance bright and dark shooting conditions. That means the A7V won't just shine in controlled studio environments, it will handle weddings, events, and night shoots beautifully. Burst speed and buffer with 20 frames per second bursts and likely CF Express Type A support. The A7V is shaping up to be a beast for capturing action. Whether you're covering sports, wildlife, or fast-paced events, you'll get both speed and detail. And with improved buffering, you'll spend less time waiting for your camera to catch up. Cooling and reliability. One of the most requested upgrades is better heat management. The A7V is rumored to feature improved cooling design borrowed from the A7S III, longer recording times without thermal shutdown, reliable 4K 60-120 frames per second recording for long shoots. This could make the A7V a top choice for wedding filmmakers, live streamers, and interview shooters who can't risk a camera overheating mid-project. Connectivity and workflow. The A7V will likely feature Wi-Fi 6E, giving you faster wireless transfers and smoother live streaming. Add in USB-C 3.2 faster tethering and better integration with Sony's Creators app, and this camera is built for modern cloud-first workflows. For professionals working with clients remotely, this kind of speed and connectivity is a big deal. Battery life: the A7V is expected to keep the proven NP-FZ100 battery, but with better efficiency thanks to Sony's new processor. That means longer shooting time on a single charge, plus the option to power via USB-C for endless recording in studio setups. Price and market position, and finally price. Leaks suggest a range of $3,000 to $3,300. That puts it above the A7IV's $2,500, well below the $6,500 A1. Directly against the Canon EOS R5 Mark II and the Nikon Z8i. In other words, Sony is targeting creators who need flagship-level features without paying flagship prices. This could easily become the most popular hybrid camera of 2025. And that's everything we know so far about the upcoming Sony A7V. From its 44MP sensor to uncropped 4K 120 frames per second video, AI autofocus, and refined design, this camera has the potential to set a new standard for hybrid shooters in 2025. But the real test will be how it handles rolling shutter with a non-stack sensor, whether Sony has finally solved the overheating issue, and if the AI autofocus really outperforms the competition. Now I want to hear from you. Would you pay around $3,000 for the Sony A7V? Do you think it's the perfect balance, or are you waiting for Canon and Nikon to fire back? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I reply to as many as I can. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you're always first in line for our deep dives, comparisons, and camera news. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, keep creating, keep experimenting, and I'll see you in the next one.